Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out my video. I've been doing a series of videos showing the results of my Guardian solo testing in the Fallout 76 Gleaming Depths raids. I've shown how to solo the Guardian in 49 seconds on the live server and 48 seconds on the PTS server after the upcoming perk card changes. It has been a lot of fun. I've been trying to get the fastest times possible, so I've been using the best in-game gear that I can find and all the crazy combinations of perk cards and consumables. But here's the problem. These kinds of strategies are great for in-game players who have access to all the top-tier 4-star armor and gear. The sky's the limit. And for those people, these tips and tricks are great. But there are also a lot of people who have not yet been able to participate in the raids who would really like to find a way to solo the Guardian for the first time, because it really is the optimum way to obtain the 4-star weapons and armor in the first place. So for these players, videos like this can be a little frustrating because the 4-star gear is just not obtainable for them. So we think it would be helpful to show how to beat this level, the Guardian, and obtain those 4-star mods in the first place, using much more basic gear which is readily accessible to everybody. So that's what we're going to do next. We want to find the best ways to solo the Guardian with much more basic weapons and armor. And I mean very basic armor that anyone can use. For example, there's the T-51B, which is found easily in Watoga and Cranberry Bog. And coincidentally, it just so happens to have great energy resistances, which is perfect for the Guardian attacks. And how about a Gatling gun? That's one of the easiest guns in the game to obtain. It's everywhere. But it also happens to have high ballistic damage, which is great for taking down the shield. And then there's the Gatling Plasma. But with none of the rare or hard to get mods that can be so frustrating to get. It's a good gun. It's readily available, but has high damage and a high rate of speed. Let's try that. And all those can be easily modded with legendary effects now due to the new legendary crafting system and very active player trading at the moment. So in this test we'll do just that. This first test still takes advantage of some high-level legendary perk cards, which are hard to get until the higher levels. But it's a great first step. The armor and the weapons are absolutely super easy to get and don't require any kind of grind or luck to obtain. So in that respect, I think it's a very worthwhile exercise. If you find this approach helpful, please let me know. I will work more on trying to find ways to accomplish this without having to have quite so many legendary or regular perk cards, like a regular level 100 or 200 player would expect to have. And when I do, I will post that too. So let's get into it. Okay, we're going to start the process with the crippling of the shield using a standard 3-star Gatling gun. It's got 3 stars only, it's troubleshooting, crippling, and luck. Then we'll move to the Endanger Syringer, which is just going to weaken the Guardian's defenses a little bit. Then we'll switch over to the Gatling Plasma, which is Furious, Rapid, and Luck. And you'll see that it's 3 stars only with none of the rare mods, which can be so frustrating to obtain and are hard to find. As far as armor goes, we're going to go with a full set of Troubleshooter's T-51B with a hardy 2nd star and a medic pump on the torso to give us a little bit more tankiness and survivability during the intense Guardian fight. We're only going to take 2 consumables. One is Nuka Dark, which gives us an 18 additional luck. That really helps us to improve the chances at which the ricochet is going to work to help take down the Guardian. The second is going to be, we're going to take a Stealth Boy, Mark III. That's going to give us a little bit of stealth, which will allow us to take advantage of the ranged sneak attacks in the follow-through legendary perk card. That will help us a lot. I've explained in the other 2 videos how the Nuka-Cola Dark works very well with these perk cards because it is both an alcohol and a Nuka-Cola. It takes advantage of both sets of perks. Here are the new stats after I pop a Nuka Dark. You'll see that we now have a luck of 35, which is great for this. Here's a quick look at our perk cards and our legendary perk cards, which really are unchanged since the last video, and there's a more detailed explanation of each of these there. I'll post a link in the comments. Alright, so let's get started. We'll push the button and we'll crouch. So we're going to hidden mode because of the stealth boy. And then we're going to use the endanger all syringe to weaken the guardian. Then we're going to start immediately afterwards with the Gatling gun to take down the shield. After that happens, we'll move to the Gatling Plasma, unmodified without the advanced mods, which will take down the guardian himself. Now, a quick note, we are on a team, and that's just so we can take advantage of the team damage multipliers that are in the perk cards that we have. But as you can see, we're here alone. Okay, the shield is down. So let's get started with the Gatling Plasma. And there we go. 2800, 2800, 1957. We're in hidden. Sneak attack, 2.5 X damage multiplier. And he's down. 1 minute, 15 seconds, 75 seconds. Not too bad for a basic build. It's really important to get him down before the doors open because we don't have a lot of, without all the advanced stars, we don't have a lot of weight reduction. So we're kind of overweight and fat and over encumbered. So we can't really run to the doors very well. So anyway, it's good to get it down before that. So thanks guys. Please let me know what you think about this idea in these videos. Honestly, we're kind of new at this and I would really appreciate your input and your feedback. Please let us know in the comments what you think, if we're on the right track or if there's something else you'd like to see instead. If you want to subscribe, then that will be helpful because you'll be able to see our next update in the video series when it's ready. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.